Asitukunayana Sumayana Siataya. Welcome to Reigniting the Soul Spark, a podcast dedicated to supporting you as you navigate spiritual awakening and step into spiritual enlightenment. Through conversation, meditations, and light language activation, the intent is to remind you of the spark that rests within the center of your heart so that you may find the truth of what it means to be fully alive. Hi, my name is Zara. If it feels in resonance with your soul, get comfy, relax, and enjoy the ride. How's everyone doing today? Are you feeling the waves of change? If so, can I ask you to bring that up into your cells rather than deny it? And that's what I wanted to talk about today. I've had a few interactions today that have been amazing because it's all soul tribe, soul family gathering, the ones who are really here to do the work. And I found that there is an important piece of information that was missing in their DNA that's getting activated with this cellular coding, but they actually need the resonance of the information to make it true. And so I wanted to send a little bit of a message out into the collective field to let you know what we're going through is right on track. Timing is exact. We are exactly where we need to be to change what we want to see in the world. And so while you may see destruction, and while you may see violence, and while you may see harm, it is perfectly placed. And I know that's easy to say sitting on the sidelines, not being on the front lines of war or hardship or destruction or devastation. It's easy to say from a place that's removed. Some of us have been placed in positions of power. Some of us have been placed in homes of violence. Some of us have been placed in positions where we can speak. Some of us have been placed in relationships or situations that need to end. Some of us have been placed very strategically in the stars to help us navigate this alignment. Some of us are from broken homes and don't even know where to begin the fight. And some of us are the ones who are getting hardest hit by the frequency fence that is up against the gates right now. And these are the people that are experiencing extreme situations of violence or repetitive rape. All of the things that you do not want to look at that is occurring in society right now, right here, today. And those are the people to be most thankful for because they are paving the way. They are putting a path in place for us to create change. And we're not talking just about the victims. We are talking about the abusers. We're talking about the ones we don't like. We are talking about the ones that you most despise. They're all part of the same plan. And if we can change perspective, knowing that we are all acting as one orchestration to turn this world around, then we will be on track. I am not saying that we let the violence continue, that we give it a free pass, nor the manipulation or the distortion or the power over model that has sought to destroy us for lifetimes. I am saying that the only way that we get that to end, as well as the complete destruction of the monetary system as we know it, that needs to come crumbling as well. The only way that we get the war on our streets, in our homes, and in our hearts aligned with a new earth resonance that takes care of all is to accept the fact that this is what we have created. We together have achieved this. We together have done harm. We together have created suffering. We have created war. We have created violence, time and time again. And we are the ones who can change it. That's it. That's the end game. Look back at yourself. It all emanates from the heart space. Where are you still disconnected from the true love? The true source of existence? The true infinite abundance of the universe that is every living cell. Where have you given your power away? And where are you ready to reclaim it? Each one of us will have a different starting gate. You may be doing it in a relationship. They're not supposed to be a stranglehold anymore. You need to have leeway to move, to integrate your own energy field, to individually rise at your own speed. You may be doing it in a distant battle, Gonayanasya, or across the oceans with a telephone call. You may be doing it intergalactically. There are some of us who are still fighting. You may be doing it in your own home. You may be doing it with your own self. And that's the first crack to seal. Where do you still beat up on each other? And your own beautiful heart. Where have you lost rhythm with the eternal beat? Where have you lost the ability to see you for who you truly are? That's the fracture point that needs to be mended. That's the opening of the gate. That is a situation that will put you into the lead. And it is a critical time in history for us to do this now. We've got to get going. We have got to lead the charge and get this species on track. Because you do have galactic war going on. It is being waged, and it's encroaching in our territory. It's encroaching in our homes, in our spaces. And it takes a while to be able to see it for what it is. But let me tell you, it is occurring at a rapid rate. And we need to solidify the gates. Our own gates first, and then that of humanity. We have got our own call, each one of us. Some of us are doing incredible work, processing the pain for generations. Keep it up. It does not go unnoticed. By you looking at your individual trauma and your individual strains, every resonance that is offbeat with the infinite halls of creation, when you look at all of this, you begin to create a new reality for humanity. And it's not an easy process because everything that's going to come up is everything that you want to turn a blind eye to. But if you can accept that it's just part of the growing pains and you're going through a critical stage of growth, then you move in the right direction, because you've just taken that pain and that heartache and you've flipped it on its head to say, oh, how perfect is this? I can walk through the pain and the pleasure and see them for the same light. And that's the critical process we must participate in now as a society. Get on the page that nothing is wrong, everything is right, it's all perfection, it's all God's grace. Even the worst horror that is occurring on this planet. And from that place of acceptance, then you build a foundation, a solidity in the self that cannot be messed with. That is when you create a true revolution of warriors who will take the past, turn it on its head, and create a society that cares for each other. This is a work right now. Sunayana, sunayana, sunaya, kunayanasya. Open up the gateway to your own existence by not denying the pain anymore. Bring it through the bridge of the heart. Use the breath. There's a technique in episode 2. Use that power of the pain to transform your pleasure into the true source of existence. We don't work in duality anymore. That's when we solidify into the one. And the strength of that flame that beats eternal is like nothing you've ever seen. So for those of you who are at war in one way, shape, or form, look for the war within. It's a critical time to make decisions that support your enlightenment. Because enlightenment is the gateway to freedom. And it's not reserved for just anyone. It is reserved for all. Each and every being who wants to get to this space absolutely can and will. But it means releasing attachment, ghosting the past, allowing it to be, allowing each other to fight, to feud, to kick, to scream, whatever it is we need to do to get it out into the open. And so you see a collective society and species that's getting it all out. And that's what this time on the planet is about. It's not about war. It's not about revenge. It's not about revolt. It's about a revolution so fierce and so strong that no one can take it down. And that is what you are here for. Each and every one of you are here for this. No matter where you sit in the room, this is your goal. Move through this dimension with ease, with love, with grace, and return to the eternal essence of the heart. And that will be all the revolution that is needed. Kunayana Sumayana Syatayana Kunayana Syataya. You are the change this world requires. You are the one who will bring it up to speed. You are the one that is working with a vast collective of species who are orchestrating events throughout time and space to ensure our timing is exact. Never underestimate what you are capable of. Never underestimate the power of one. Sutukunayana, 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 Syataya. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this episode has sparked the remembrance of who you truly are. If you've enjoyed this space, could you please like, follow, share, and/or subscribe? Your actions here assist me in reaching more people who could use a hand in reweaving their genetic lineage as one. I would be so incredibly thankful. I'd like to thank Life Effects Living Water for supporting me and this episode. Life Effects Living Water droplets revitalize, restructure, remineralize, and clean any fresh water from a multitude of contaminants, including fluoride, heavy metals, chlorine, agricultural and industrial chemicals, and pathogens. They are my best friend when it comes to removing what filtration misses, intracellular hydration, and supporting the ascension process. You can learn more at lifefxlivingwater.com. If you're looking for additional support on your journey, please visit my website, zarajmalstedt.com. I love questions and comments. Please feel free to get in touch. And lastly, if you feel to contribute to the growth of this work through a donation, please see the Patreon link in the show notes attached. Kasyutukunayana Sumayana Syataya. May you remember who you are as the eternal essence of all that is.